Hello everybody, my name is Andrea Rabago, and this presentation will focus on two theories, and those are information processing and multiple intelligence theory. For starters, we will start with information processing. And information processing basically is viewing the mind as a computer, in the sense that the human brain stores, retrieves, and creates an output of information just as a computer would. One example that I liked and found easy to understand this is the eye. Um, the eye receives visual information and then creates an output. The output would be me reading what I see on a paper. So I thought that example was easy to explain it more or less, or give just easy to understand it almost. There are some basic assumptions to this approach, and those include information provided by one's environment is processed through multiple processing systems. The processing system then converts information in structured ways, and researchers aim to specify the process and structures which assist cognitive performances. Another interesting thing that I found out of information processing is psychologists are interested in what makes a person focus on one thing rather than the other, which is referred to as selective attention. They are also interested in why at one moment people choose to focus on the very same thing that wasn't attended to before, and also how many things or topics we can attend to at once. It is also through information processing, I think it is the responsibility of teachers to ensure students learn the necessary material by organizing it to meet the goals and needs of their students. The information processing system consists of three processes, and those include input process, storage processes, and output processes. The three work together to process the information in the brain and make use of it when needed. The brain is also very unique, and unlike computers, can focus on multiple stimuli all while processing them at the same time as well. So basically, information processing theory focuses on how the brain stores, interprets, and uses information and retrieves it later on down the road when needed, which I found very interesting. I had never heard of information processing before, so getting to learn and read up on the theory was very informative. Next, we will move on to multiple intelligence theory. Multiple intelligence theory is used to record how students learn at different levels and have different intellectual strengths. Not all students will learn the same and need to be taught differently, so all students are able to grasp concepts and material that is taught in the classroom. Multiple intelligence theory consists of eight intelligences, which include logical, mathematical, spatial, musical, bodily, kinesthetic, intrapersonal, and naturalist. Now, teachers don't need to teach 8 different ways to meet the needs of the student, but they need to somehow incorporate all of these so that all students and their learning or their needs are met in the classroom and not one child is ever left out or behind. Well, for instance, some students will be good at thinking logically, others spatially, and some through language. The point is to use different tools and ideas because to ensure that students are given the chance to learn the material in ways which work for them. The tools I think are key when it comes to student learning. Like I mentioned, not every student's gonna learn the same. So teachers are gonna have to incorporate different tools that will work with these students to help them meet their goals or just overall learn the material that is being taught to them. It is also noted that by updating tests and having students take an active role in assessments, education can truly flourish. Instead of just relying on teacher assessment, teachers need to equip their students with the tools to be able to assess themselves. Again, these tools not only ensure students are learning, but they give them the opportunity to learn to assess themselves and not just rely on teachers' assessments. Being able to self-assess will demonstrate the student has learned and understood the material at the mastery level. The ultimate goal teachers should have for their students is to have them be at a higher level of learning. And then a side note that I put was multiple intelligence shapes the way students understand, process, and use information. Again, I had never heard of multiple intelligence prior to this course or for this module, and I found it very interesting as well. Even though we weren't giving too much information, it is something that I want to explore further and research more on because I think that it does correlate in the classroom. Not every student will learn the same, as I had mentioned already. So it's important that we we're able to provide those tools for those students and help and ensure that they don't fall behind and they're able to not just learn the material but excel at it, master it, and use it in the future. Thank you. That's my presentation.